addition to senior night, today we are also celebrating the 50th anniversary of the 1975 NCAA National Championship team. During the warm-up period, you may have noticed a photograph from that championship year proudly displayed on our Jumbotron. Would any members in attendance tonight from that 1975 team please stand in the audience to be acknowledged? Give them a round of applause. Congratulations on an historic achievement, and of course, go Bears. And now fans, we will honor the graduating seniors of the 2025 Cal Men's Gymnastics team. Please join us as we celebrate their careers and present each of them with a wooden bear. But before that, we have a special message to please direct your attention to the Jumbotron.
Cal Men's Gymnastics was established in 1912. From the beginning, discipline, excellence, brotherhood, and tradition have been cornerstones of the program. While each gymnast, team, and era have added their own chapters to the story of this program, at the core of what makes this legacy strong are the relationships built that last a lifetime. One of the traditions, beginning in the 90s, has been to give each graduating student a green bear. The gift of this bear often marks the conclusion of a challenging and rewarding career as a gymnast, but also the beginning of a new chapter in a young man's life. It signifies the induction of a Cal gymnast into the fraternity of Cal Gymnastics alumni. Seniors, you're about to join this group of over 100 years of alumni. This is a lifelong membership that no one can ever take away from you. Know that as you graduate with this team, you have honored us with your dedication, and you will in turn honor your legacy.
Fans, at this time we ask you to please direct your attention first to the floor to salute Aiden Lee. Aiden was recognized in last year's senior ceremony and received his bear at that time, but he elected to return to Cal for his final year of eligibility and is now one of the top pommel horse specialists in the nation. Aiden, thank you for your commitment to the program and congratulations on an outstanding collegiate career. One more hand for Aiden Lee. And now, fans, we ask you to please direct your attention to the vault runway to honor our next senior. A native of San Diego, California, Tomo Kawada. Tomo is accompanied by his mother, Nagomi, and his brother, Taka. He is pursuing a graduate certificate in entrepreneurship here at Cal after earning his business administration certificate this fall. Tomo spent his undergraduate years at Ohio State, where he majored in business and was a four-time recipient of the Ohio State Scholar Athlete Award. After finishing his collegiate gymnastics career, he plans to coach while also pursuing his dream of becoming a commercial pilot. Give it up one more time for Tomo Kawada. Next, hailing from Newark, California, please welcome Sean and Tyler Shimizu. Sean and Tyler are here today with their mother Hisako and close family friends Kimi and Kenzo. Sean, who is majoring in integrative biology with an emphasis in human anatomy, was a prolific volunteer during his time at Cal, spending many hours at the Berkeley Humane Society and recording a stint with the nonprofit Coalition of Concerned Medical Professionals. Upon receiving his bachelor's, Sean plans to join the medical research field and pursue a graduate degree. Tyler is majoring in electrical engineering and computer science and has applied those skills to work as a web developer with the Cameron Institute, aiding them in better gauging and guiding the success of student athletes. And after graduation, Tyler will look for a position in the tech industry. One more hand for Sean and Tyler Shimizu. Next, we honor a native of West Sacramento, California, Landon Wu. Landon is joined today by his parents, Judy and David. Landon has remained active on campus throughout his time at Berkeley, acting as a core team member for Athletes in Action and as the Director of Operations for the student-led organization, Cal Athletes Big Tech. Landon is pursuing a degree in electrical engineering and computer science, after which he plans to enter the software engineering field while remaining involved with Cal Men's Gymnastics. Please give it up for Landon Wu. And fans, at this time, we would also like to extend our endless gratitude to one last individual who is about to coach his final collegiate meeting. JT Okada has been on staff with Cal Men's Gymnastics for the past 13 years, 5 as an assistant coach, before ascending to the head coach position in May of 2017. Throughout his time with the program, JT's athletes have earned 18 All-American honors, as well as 62 CGA Academic All-America awards, with the team earning the prestigious Newmark Award in 2022 for having the highest GPA of any men's small team at Cal. JT has devoted countless hours to our team and has been an instrumental part of keeping a strong tradition going. Today, we look forward to competing with you one last time. And for the last time in House Pavilion, everyone, please give it up for Aiden Lee, Tomo Kawada, Sean Shimizu, Tyler Shimizu, Landon Wu, and Coach JT Okada. And fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise if you are able, and that you remove your cap as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. And to perform our national anthem tonight, please welcome the California Straw Hat Band.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining tonight's stream. We have an exciting tri-meet tonight at Haas Pavilion in Berkeley, California. And tonight's matchup is going to be between the Cal Berkeley Bears, the Oklahoma Sooners, and lastly but not least, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. We're excited for tonight's matchup. It's going to be a lot of world-class gymnastics that we're going to be watching, and it should be almost like a nail-biter all the way down to the end. So we're really excited to get things going. And I am your host. My name is Dillan King, and following with me is Raydel Gamboa.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
And tonight's coaches for the Cal Bears, they are led by JT Okada, and then Brian Del Castillo and Carl Zine. Important to note here, this is JT's last competition with the Bears as the head coach, and after this meet, it will be Brian Del Castillo getting into that head coach spot. So This is a really big momentum meet for Brian. I'm sure there's a lot of pressure, but it should be a good one for them. And the Cal Bears average this season so far has been a 310.567, with a notable performance with a season high of a 312.350.
All right. We got Oklahoma's coaches, starting with the head coach, Mark Williams, partnering with Valery Goncharov, Josh Yee, and Genki Suzuki. The Oklahoma Sooners have been doing great this season. They have an average score of a 329.167 with a high of a 330.70. So I'm excited to see what they put down today.
And then next we have the Huskers, whose head coach is Chuck Schmelka, assisted by Jim Hartung and John Robinson. And Nebraska's are off to a good start this season. Right now, their season average is a 321.317, and their high just only a 322.700. So they're really right around their average. So they're performing really consistently so far this season. Well, Ray, I don't know about you, but I am excited for tonight. I think the Huskers have started to pull things kind of together so far this season. You know, they're really still trying to get after Oklahoma. And the Bears, too, have put up some really notable performances all season. And, you know, they have some really, really strong competitors. So I think it should be tough, you know, and tight all the way through. I don't know. I'm excited for this, Ray.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited. This is going to be a great competition. Oklahoma's been having a great season so far. I mean, they have a little bit of new guys coming in at this competition, so we should be having a good little inside view of what their depth looks like.
Yep. Well, I'm excited to kick things off here. So starting on the floor is the California Berkeley Bears, and then we have OU on the pommel horse, and then Nebraska on the rings.
Judges, please take control of your first event.
I don't know about you, Ray, but what's one thing that you're looking for out of tonight? I'm looking for some high difficulty and some stuck landings. Especially right here on the floor where we're going. We have Brandon Storm starting first for the Bears. Floor, I think, is really it's all about sticking your landings, right? Like, it doesn't matter the difficulty, it's all about your landings. And so far, he's off to a really good start.
Definitely looking really clean. I'm looking forward to seeing high difficulty, of course, stuck landings every time. Just trying to see what the teams have to offer here.
Mm-hmm.
Very clean.
Yeah, very, very good and consistent all the way through so far. Very nice dismount. Yeah. One thing that's been interesting so every Olympic year they make some changes to the code of points, which is, you know, the skills that athletes are doing and the rules behind it. One thing that I've actually really liked with the new changes is that every dismount on floor has to be a double salto. It has to be a double flip. I think it adds a lot of difficulty and a lot of power to the floor routines here.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot harder to finish with a double flipping salto at the end of your routine when you're tired and, you know, you're getting down to the last of your breath. So I think adding in that double flip is a lot tougher than, you know, doing a twisting skill.
Yeah, especially at the end of your routine.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was off to a great start for all three teams. Everything that I saw was very solid, and that's exactly as a leadoff spot. So that first person up, there's a lot of pressure and kind of responsibility to get things rolling in the right direction. My freshman year when I was at Nebraska, I was majority of the leadoff spot. And a lot of the times when I started the first event, first up, you feel that pressure because, it can really set the tone for the meet. And it looked like everyone did their job. So
Yeah, it did.
A great start.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I actually liked starting off. I feel like you went into that routine not really thinking about anything but yourself. You didn't have that pressure of, the guy before you. It adds a little bit of pressure going after a hit or even a miss set. So I think going off first is actually really nice. You just have a very clear mind and, you got one job to do.
Yep, that's right. So it's funny you say that. I at first did not like it whatsoever. It was a little too much pressure for me as a freshman coming in. But as I grew into like my sophomore and got some more experience under my belt, I had a lot, like you were saying, I had a lot of fun with it because there was no pressure. I could set the tone for everyone and we would get it going.
All right, we got Max Seiler on pommel horse. Actually, Max Seiler has a brother that graduated from OU, Morgan Seiler, which is actually one of my upperclassmen when I was at OU, and I'm telling you, these brothers are different.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I mean, you see the Seiler name, and I feel like every gymnast, collegiate gymnast for the last 5 or 6 years recognizes that Seiler name. Oh, good strong dismount. Very nice.
Very strong. Honestly, I don't even know how he does pommel. So big. Oh, I didn't see what went on there.
It looked like his rip slipped off the ring there on the giant throw. On floor, we have Tucker. And looks like he's off to a great start right now.
2.5 side pass, really hard.
Triple full, wow.
Wow.
Now, Ray, I wasn't much of a floor guy. I didn't compete floor at all during my collegiate career. You were pretty good at floor, I must say.
Thank you.
What was like the pressure? What was kind of that pressure on floor? Because I know, you get a lot of adrenaline going through your system. It's kind of hard to not hop around.
Very nice. Held on to it. Getting the crowd hyped. I feel like floor has it's kind of all about breathing for me. Honestly, that's one of the big things I always thought about was just making sure I was breathing after all my passes, making sure I could make it to that last pass. And like I was saying before, the double flip, if that wasn't in the 10 skill code, that would have been real tough. I know that. Yep. So I'm glad they at least made the code to an 8 skill. So it made it a little bit better for that. But yeah, breathing definitely.
Yeah, and speaking of the 8 skill set, it's going to allow for a lot more higher difficulty in these routines because they don't have, you don't have those extra 2 skills to add to your difficulty score. So now, you have to jam pack it in those 8 skills. So you're going to see a lot more difficulty and a much more condensed routine.
Yes. Yes.
Top right of the screen, we have Asher Cohen from Nebraska.
Very clean ring worker.
Yes. Gearing up for the dismount. Oh, we're just a little short.
A little short. Good routine though.
Great routine elsewise. That's always kind of the bittersweet thing of going for a dismount, like a stuck dismount. You always want it because, you get the extra 10th bonus for it. But there was always that odd chance you're going to under-rotate because you're really going for it. But overall, really great routine.
Yeah.
We got Zach Nunez up on horse to finish things off in the anchor spot.
We've got Zach. He's a 5th year at OU. He's looking to finish strong here in his last season as a Sooner, and he's been looking really good. So great swing, good extension. Yeah, my whole time training with Zach, he's always been very consistent and Palmer.
Yeah. Yep. And that's exactly what you want as your last up. That's your anchor. That's your one routine that you really want to end that event on just high difficulty, clean execution. You can count on that high score rolling into the next event, which he did phenomenally. That was a really great routine for Zach.
Yeah, it was. Very nice.
And then coming up on the right side, top right side of the screen, we have Chris Heiser for the Cornhuskers. Funny thing about Chris, we actually gave him a nickname. He was actually called the Heisenator for a little bit.
The Heisenator.
Nebraska. The Heisenator. Yeah, it's because he ate 2 Baconators before practice one time, and ever since then he was Heisenator. But no,
That's
it's been
wild.
awesome to see. It's been awesome to see Chris really develop as a ring worker. Now, coming in as a freshman, he's really focused on his strength, and he's one that really puts in the work, and you can really just see it all kind of come to fruition now.
Oh yeah, that was a beautiful straight plunge lower to Maltese. Looking very clean.
Chris has a knack for sticking this. A little short, but still great routine, great set.
Great routine. Very good finish.
And then down on the bottom, we have Theodore for the Cal Berkeley Bears.
So how do you feel about the scale?
At first I didn't really know that the scale was implemented and required for every routine. So I was a little surprised when I first saw the first couple meets and I kept seeing the Y scale.
Yeah.
But I understand, and so I think it's a great time, and I think to your point of, as a floor worker, it's important to catch your breath. I think that is a great time that these athletes can actually implement that time to kind of recenter themselves and catch their breath.
Yeah, I agree.
But yes, it did take me by surprise.
Yeah, me too. I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it when I heard about it, but it honestly makes sense though.
Yeah, and it's been interesting to see a lot of where the athletes put it in their routines. Some I know put it at the very beginning, they step onto the floor and they put it, right at the very routine, and then some do it at the end. So I think it's just up to preference and how they want to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. Yanni Chronopoulos for Nebraska Cornhuskers is actually able to go again. So it looks like when he fell off the rings earlier, it looked like his grip may have broke. So if the grip breaks, the athlete, because there was an error in the equipment, that they're able to actually redo their routine.
Which is, a little bit tough. It's a little bit tough.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's, you're a lot more drained, right? And then you went through all the emotional preparation for it, and then you had to redo it all again. And he delivered. He helped. Yeah, that is how you do it. That's how you get back up and finish your routine. That was awesome. And then we have Tomohiro Hiro Kawada on the floor for the Bears. Finish things off.
Nice Japanese press.
Very nice.
Come on, finish strong.
Oh, there you go. There's the Y scale.
There's one of them.
And stick.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, just barely missed it, but great finish to a nice set.
Great finish. That's a hard one.
That is a hard one. Well, what a great start for these teams. As we can see, Cal Berkeley is sitting at an event total of a 51.55. Oklahoma Sooners are at a 53.60. And following closely is Nebraska Cornhuskers at 53.05. So close meet so far. I mean, everyone's really hanging in there, and I kind of anticipate this being the case throughout all 6 events. I think it's going to be a close one through and through.
Definitely. It's going to be a great one.
So then next, we're going to have the Cornhuskers on floor, Cal Berkeley on the pommel horse, and OU on the rings. So for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, we have Nathan York, Luke James, Chris Heisenader, Chase Mondi. And then Cal Bears have Brendan Storm, Tyler Shimizu, Jasper Smith-Gordon, Aiden Lee, and Landon Wu.
And then on the rings, we got Max Seiler, Matthew Burgoyne, Taj Haju, Francisco Velez Venezuela.
I'm excited. So I want to note two people that pop off the screen for me that are going to be exciting to watch. Chase Mondi on floor is an incredible floor worker. He does some really big tumbling passes in his routine. And then Aiden Lee is one of the top horse workers in the country for the Bears. He's really good. And then Francisco on rings as well. I mean, it's going to be that fourth spot on each team is going to be some great routines, some great gymnastics to watch.
Yeah, we have great anchors here.
So right now the gymnasts are just warming up, just getting loose, getting ready to go again. There's typically a lot of bit of time in between when they first initially warm up and then when they compete again. I know when I was at Nebraska, I unfortunately was always, like my senior year, I was the last person to go on the last 2 events of the meet. So I'd warm up at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and then I would compete at 7 o'clock. So these 2-3 minutes of warm up time really go a long way.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I remember, a lot of times I was competing all around, but the times that I didn't do all around, it made a big difference. That break right there, it changes a lot.
Yeah, it's
in there for a while.
Yeah, it's needed for sure. Getting into a little bit of crowd work there.
Big in the crowd height. See the band up there.
I personally always liked a tri meet. You know, dual meets were always fun because it was kind of like head to head. You know, it's just one opponent kind of going at it. But these tri meets, if you have more people, I always felt the better because there was more energy. It was a much louder stadium. There was a lot more to feed off of, which in turn, you know, can be really good fuel, you know, for your routines.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like we're getting close here. Looks like Max Seiler's going to be starting up on the rings first. Yeah, it's not often that you see a pommel guy do rings, you know.
No, it's not.
Especially like doing things that Mac does here. It's very impressive.
Yeah, typically your ring guy has like that specific ring body type, right? Like they're a little bit shorter and they're really strong, which
Right.
in turn can be which can hinder your pommel horse swing. So like you said, it is really impressive to watch someone get off the pommel horse and then next lead off on the ring spot. Especially the way that Mac does it. Like that was just
right. Great routine.
That was awesome.
Wow.
And then we have Nathan York on the floor on the bottom for the Huskers.
Yeah.
Go get control.
We're down.
He's gearing up for his dismount.
All right.
Great set.
Very nice.
Let's go, Rip. Come on, Ty.
Coming up next for OU is Matthew. And then on horse for the Bears, we have Tyler Shimizu. And then on floor coming up is Luke James for Nebraska. And here we go. Tyler Shimizu on horse for the Bears in the top left corner. So as we were kind of talking about earlier, you know, that leadoff spot, that first person to go on the event, you know, if they do accidentally fall off the horse or whatever the event is, the next guy has that little bit of pressure, as you were saying, to kind of get things back on track, especially in this 4-up, 4 count. You know, 4 athletes compete, 4 scores count.
Yeah.
So let's see how Tyler pulls this back. His legs are just glued together on
Looking
those.
good so far.
And that's exactly the kind of routine that you want coming off of a fall on horse. So that is great for the Bears.
That's definitely what we want to see. Definitely what the team wants to see in that situation.
Mm-hmm. And then on floor in the bottom is Luke James for Nebraska. 2 stuck passes in a row. See if we can keep that going.
We're not done. Let's go.
Based on the reaction, we can assume he landed that one.
Good.
He's like gearing up for the dismount. Wow.
Great dismount, Matt.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, in the top right, you had another stuck dismount from OU on the rings. And dismount, like sticking your dismount is really key. Like those points add up, you know, throughout the meet. You know, an extra 5 sticks at the end of the meet is a whole point, which can really make the difference in the team outcome.
Yeah.
You have Jasper Smith-Gordon going right now on the horse.
Very smooth swings.
Get it up. There you go.
And wow.
That was a little different. That was nice.
That was a very nice dismount. Very nice routine.
Very nice. And see, as we were saying, kind of now they have that momentum going again, and that's 2 hits in a row. And so that anchor spot, you know, Aiden Lee, he was the one I was talking about to look out for on the horse for the Bears.
Yeah.
And so now he's got some momentum to go after.
And on board for Chris Heiser.
How's
Chris
Hot doing
Eisner
on
is-
the rings?
Go, Chris. Let's see it.
Yeah, the Heisenator on the floor for the Huskers. Start things off.
Good.
Big double front.
Nice. Come on.
Yeah, as you can see, I mean, you can see him take that big breath right after every pass. You can just watch his shoulders go. So,
Yep.
as you're saying, it's that breath for it. Got to keep it moving.
Very important. Wow. How's
Another
Hot doing?
Another stuck dismount for OU on rings.
Yeah. Come on. Good.
Just the dismount left. Chris. Very nicely done.
Good
Here we go.
dismount.
We have Aiden on horse in the top left.
Been looking good so far.
He's just got such a, like, his body position and his swing and his speed is just textbook.
Yes.
Yeah, get it up.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was good. That's very good.
All right, shake.
You know, it's just that little, the mishap for that first set for the Bears, but they really pulled together a really great rotation to finish things off there. They still have Landon Wu to compete in that 5th man spot, but those 4 up that counted, it did exactly what they were supposed to.
Yeah, they did. You got Francisco on rings. He's a very, very clean rings worker. Very strong.
Good. Work. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, just incredible strength. Rings was never up my alley. So it is just
Yeah.
mind-blowing for me. It's just mind-blowing. He is so strong.
He's so strong. Yeah, like it's, you know, for a little bit of a taller gymnast doing those those big strength skills, it's tough.
It is tough. And he does them with ease, you know. That's
Yeah.
the main thing. He makes it look easy.
So easy.
All right, Chase Mondi finished things up on floor. Looks like just the dismount left. And a stuck dismount for Chase.
Very nice.
And then Landon Wu on horse. Yeah, that's definitely what I was going to say. Take your time on that one. You know, athlete has 30 seconds if they fall off the apparatus to get, you know, to kind of recompose themselves, get chalk, talk to the coach, do whatever they need before they have to get back up. And it's really, I mean, that 30 seconds can really like recenter you, calm down those emotions a little bit. So it was good to see him. You can tell he kind of like went back for a little bit, but then he made the right decision.
Yep. Kind of came off the wrong way there, but it's all right.
Well, great rotation, you know, on horse, Brent for the Cal Berkeley Bears. Brendan Strom, had an 11. Tyler Shimizu, 13.2. Jasper Smith-Gordon, 13.45. And there you go. There's that big number right there from Aiden Lee, 13.95. With an event total of 51.6. And then we're still waiting on one score for the Huskers and for the OU team. But as you can note, OU had a really strong ring rotation.
Yeah, they did. They're looking very strong on rings this year.
Yeah. All right, Nathan York for Nebraska, 12.7. Luke James, 13.7. Chris Heiser, 13.05. Chase Mondi, 14.2. And then for OU, Max Seiler had a 13.05, 13.6, 14.05 from Taz, and then Francisco had a 13.85. So I believe, you know, OU is slowly starting to pull away just a little bit after the second rotation. I mean, but overall, you can see, you know, everyone's still kind of right in that same range, you know, as far as like each event goes.
Right. Yeah, it's still looking close, you know, still potential for anything to happen here.
Yeah. And then for next event, OU is going to be on the floor, Nebraska on the horse, and Cal Berkeley on the rings. And there we go. So yeah, Cal Berkeley is sitting at a 103.35. Oklahoma is at a 108.15, and Nebraska at a 106.8. So Nebraska by no means, and Cal Berkeley by no means are out of this one, right? Like only 2 rotations in. There's still a lot of competition left. You know, that's always been like one thing that we always had to like remind ourselves is like, you're never done, right? You're never done until that last routine, that last event. You never know what's going to happen. So,
Yep.
don't count anyone out just yet.
No, not yet.
All right, almost ready to get things started. 15 seconds left, and we're gonna get things started here. So first up on the floor exercise is going to be Matthew, and then on the horse for Nebraska we have Yanni, and then for still rings we have Theodore for Cal Berkeley. So let's see how these athletes get these events off to the start. So up on the top right is for steel rings, we have Cal Berkeley Theodore. Nice strong planche to start. Very nice now Milwaukee, through to handstand. Looking really strong.
Yeah. Theodore is very clean gymnastics. Wow.
Ooh. Nails the stick on that one. Yeah, that'll get things going.
That was beautiful.
For the Bears. This is just what they needed for that one to get things going.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we've got Matt here approaching his dismount on floor. Wow.
Ooh.
Great dismount.
They're hot on their dismount so far.
I
was telling it from the start, I wanted to see a lot of stuck dismounts. I've been keeping a little tally on my note sheet here. OU has 8. OU has 8 so far to start. Wow. That is exactly, if you're Mark Williams.
Oh yeah.
You want to you go for those sticks and you get them. That's exactly what they're doing right now. All right, we have James Friedman on the horse for the Cornhuskers. James is actually a transfer from the Iowa Hawkeyes program. Unfortunately, when the Iowa program was cut due to budget, he made his, he transferred over to Nebraska, and he has done some really, really good things for the Huskers, with his time here. Very nice. Keep it swinging. Oh, go. All right. So yeah, he wanted to go off on the other side, but overall, really great set. Good things, way to get things going for the Huskers. I'm talking about sticks, and horse is one where you should count 4 sticks every single time. So
yeah. Yeah, or you won't hear the end of it.
No, you will not.
Next up on the rings for your Golden Bears is Tyler Shimizu.
Arthur's looking very clean on floor. Looks like he's going to be dismounting.
Let's see, can they get another one?
Oh, looks like
too soon.
Here we go.
Oh, close though. Just a small hop.
Good routine.
And Tyler Shimizu on rings. Finish things up. And there's the stick.
Holds that stick.
Yep. Cal on their stick, on their little stick counter, they're at 6 too. So they're hanging in there. They're right behind OU. So
yep. It's looking good.
Nebraska's at 4, so I want to see some sticky feet from the Huskers.
Oh yeah.
This is Taylor Christopoulos. Taylor just this last week was named to the senior national team because of his performance at the Winter Cup. He placed 3rd in the all-around, and he's just done really, really great things for Nebraska. Oh, unfortunate there.
Yeah,
Taylor is that.
Yeah, Taylor's a great athlete. I mean, just watching him throughout his career at Nebraska, he's just a superstar for the Huskers.
Yeah, and just overall good dude too. I mean, I grew up with him and his older brother. He's from Utah as well. Went to the same gym, so it's been really, really fun to watch his career go the way it has. Just gonna finish things up. Want to fight? Yeah, this is where taking that full 30 seconds, just kind of regain, regroup, shake things off a little bit, really come in handy. Good dismount, good finish.
Good finish. I was watching Nico on floor. He's having sticky feet right now. Dismount. Oh, wow.
Another one.
What a routine. That's a great routine for Nico.
And then on the top right for Cal, we have Matteo Bardana on the rings. Their strong holds. Getting up for the dismount. Very nice. And then following Taylor Christopoulos on the horse is Nathan York for the Huskers. Nathan has such a really great swing and a great rhythm to his circle, which just makes his horse routine so fun to watch.
Love that skill.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite. You can tell a really good horse worker when they throw that one in there.
Oh, yeah.
Great swing, great rhythm so far. Really no breaks all throughout. Just the dismount left. Boom.
Wow.
Great set for Nathan.
That was very clean. Fuzzy Benes on floor. Fuzzy just recently came back, actually. He's been out for a little while, so it's good to see him back on the floor.
Yep. And another
Wow.
stick. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's killing it with the sticks.
Yeah, they are. Judges are gonna need to check their feet or something. Nah, I mean, yeah, OU is at 10 sticks so far. They're pulling away. Cal Berkeley has 7. Nebraska with 6. It's gonna be a big sway for the Sooners here at the end.
There we go.
And getting ready to cap things off for the Bears, it is Tomohiro Kawada. Here we go. Very strong Maltese position. Followed by another one into the cross. Good swings. I'll do it.
Wow.
Very good dismount.
That was a great routine.
Great routine. Oh, yeah, he's hype, as he should be, too.
Yep.
I mean, that was a great way to finish off that rotation. So even though he was in that 5th spot, so it doesn't count towards their overall team score. But still, you saw how hype he was, how hype the teammates are. And, great routine. Way to just build that momentum for the Bears going into the next event. So, yeah. 4, we had Matt with a 14, Arthur with a 13.75, Nico with a 13.7, and Fuzzy with a 13.85. I mean, the Sooners kind of came out firing on horse. I mean, they got on a roll and they stuck with it.
Yeah, they did.
And then Nebraska, Yannick Chronopoulos with a 13.4, James with a 12.75, Taylor Christopoulos with a 10.85, Nathan York with a 13.75. And then Cal Berkeley on the rings, Theodore had a 13.7, Tyler Shimizu with a 12.65, Mateo 12.45, Jackson 12.85, and we're still waiting on the last score to come in for them. Yeah, you can see, I mean, horse is kind of one of those events where there's a lot of pressure, right? Like it's not typically the highest scoring event, so sometimes those falls can really, kind of put you behind. And as you can see, floor exercise is a little bit of a higher scoring event, and Oklahoma really capitalized on that. So the Huskers will need to, pull things through. Oklahoma needs to hold on to things, like I was saying, it's not over till it's over, right?
Yep. Yep, still a lot of gymnastics still left to see, so excited to see what these teams pull out, especially on high bar and P bars. Those are exciting events.
Yeah, they are. And you and I both were high bar and parallel bar guys. I mean, I think it was always really fun because typically P bars and high bar are the last 2 events of the meet. If you're going Olympic order, so it's always fun, especially if it's a tight meet. It's going down like that pressure high bar set. Oh, there's there's no feeling of it.
Yeah, especially ending on just like a hit high bar routine. You're done after that. Just the scream. I always had like a pre-planned celebration, and every single time I would just scream and flex as hard as I could. Yep.
All right. So for next, we have Cal Berkeley on the vaults, Oklahoma Sooners on the parallel bars, Nebraska Cornhuskers on the high bar. So yeah, these tri meets, the order of that these teams go in may be a little non-traditional as to like what if for like a dual meet, they'll go in Olympic order, but this one it kind of mixes things up a little bit, and I think there's some advantage to that. Some disadvantage, it just kind of depends on how you look at it. But Nebraska has a really strong high bar squad. So this is a really good time for them to kind of like pull things back from horse, pull things through.
Yep.
Notably too, I mean, on vault, this is a big one. One guy gets a stick, and that just kind of that really pushes things through. So I'm looking for a stick from one of the Bears. One of the Bears that will get things. They're already kind of hot right now. They're on a roll. So
yeah,
let's keep it going.
They are. Get that stick train started.
The stick train. All right, here we go with the warm-ups. It's a little early of that one, but I think, or are we going?
We're going.
Oh, we're going. So you have Chase Bondi on the high bar for the Cornhuskers in the top right. Looks like he's getting ready for his dismount. Yep, finish.
Matt Burgoyne on the P bars. Looking clean so far. Legs glued together. Wow.
Oh my
Another
gosh.
stick. Wow, the Sooners.
There we go, Kaden Curry.
Wow.
Oh, there it is. I was
The
asking for it, and I
stick.
got it.
You got it.
Oh, we got it. That is huge for the Bears. That was huge. That had so much height to it.
Yeah. That was a great ball.
Wow, there you go. See, it wasn't too much to ask for.
Haju on P bars. Let's see what he does here. Wow. Very difficult skill there.
He's got a great flow to his routine. Like the construction of it, like it's just continuously swinging and moving.
Yep.
It's great.
A little bit of a bobble there, but still swinging, still there. Good
Great
finish.
dismount. Then on the
Great
bottom
finish.
we have for vault, we have Theodore.
Wow.
was
I know that felt amazing. I know that skill right there. Just there's so much like just like power going into that, and you're flipping so fast that I know that just felt amazing.
oh my gosh, that was incredible. Is it too much to ask for a
Wow.
third? Can I get a third? Can I get a third? Wow. A double
Oh
front.
my
Yeah, that is
gosh.
just so much force flipping and just
Yes.
boom. Like he stuck that cold.
That was so nice.
That was awesome. And then we have Cole Partridge in the top right of the screen for Nebraska. He was actually one of my teammates too back in Utah, and it's been so good to see him. He's an incredible bar worker, great dismount.
Very nice.
An unfortunate fall at the beginning, but that's really uncharacteristic for Cole. Cole can really swing around that high bar. He went to Worlds, competed for Team USA. He's got some great stuff for him in his career. All right. Jasper Smith Gordon coming up for the Bears on vault. On the edge of my seat. I want to see another stick.
I think I would actually jump out of my seat. That was a great goal.
That was beautiful.
I was just like, yo.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for it.
That was awesome.
Got
Fuzzy.
Colin Flores.
Oh, yeah, Colin.
Going next on the horizontal line for Nebraska, Max Otto.
Very nice.
You know what I really like about Colin on parallel bars right now? That whole set, every time he finished a skill, he did not move his hands. Because every like little hand shift back and forth is a deduction.
Yeah.
And that was always like one of my biggest things as a gymnast that like me and my coach worked on was you don't move your hands. You know, you don't give those little things away. And even though they were crooked after the end of a few of those skills, he didn't move them. And that to me is just like, it's so satisfying to see.
Yep. We got Max Auden, a former teammate of mine that I grew up with. Actually, great routine. Killing it in Nebraska right now. Very solid. He's a solid high bar worker.
So Cal has already finished up on vault, and then so all we have left now for Oklahoma Sooners on the parallel bars is Fuzzy, Venice, and then on high bar we have Taylor Christopoulos for the Huskers.
Two powerhouse athletes here.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's gonna be hard to watch. You know, pick the screen, which one you watch. Whichever one you're gonna watch some really good gymnastics.
You have to look at it.
Take your pick.
One side or the other.
So,
Here we
let's go. Let's go over here to Fuzzy. He's up first.
Yeah, Fuzzy looking clean. This is actually this is his first time back on P bars actually competing.
Oh wow. Well, he looks more than comfortable. It looks like it didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, that's Fuzzy. Yep.
Wow. Stuck it cold.
Great routine. Great routine for Fuzzy.
Over to the high bar, Taylor Christopoulos. He's got some big releases coming up here. Beautiful, huge casino.
Wow.
And then in the tuck, grabbed it.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Dude, great set so far. Just the dismount, put it down.
Nice.
Very nicely done.
He was in redemption zone.
Yeah, he was. See, the thing about high bar is when you have multiple releases, like you catch one and you have to just like, you like almost want to pat yourself on the back a little bit. You're like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But you're like, wait, I got two more.
Yeah.
It's like you can't lose focus, right? Like, I mean, freshman year I made a lot of those mistakes where I'd fall off after catching the first one because I was so excited. But no, he hung in there, caught all three very beautiful. Way to go to finish that one off. Wow, look at Cal Berkeley's vault rotation. That is just huge.
That's
Carter had a 14.25. Kalen Curry, 14.15. Theodore, 14.2. Jasper Smith Gordon, 14.15 with a 56.75 event total. That is huge. That's the biggest event total of the night so far.
That's such a good score. Wow.
And looks like Fuzzy's score just came in. So Matt on parallel bars for OU had a 13.8. Taj had a 12.45. Colin, 13.55. And then Fuzzy capped it off with a 13.75. And then, yeah, the fall has hurt Nebraska a little bit, but, still in it. Chase Money, 11.5. Cole Partridge, 11.7. Max Auden, 12.7. And then Taylor Christopoulos finished it off with a 13.55. So the next, Nebraska is going to vault. Cal Berkeley is going to be on the parallel bars, and Oklahoma is going to be on the high bar. Yeah, a little bit of a change up in the leaderboard. Nebraska is sitting at a 207.3. Cal Berkeley edges ahead with a 211.75, and then Oklahoma pulled away just a little bit on this one with a 217.1. So they've really capitalized on their momentum and have started to slowly pull away on this one.
Yep, this is a big one here for Oklahoma. High bar, one of those events.
It's kind of one of those make or break events.
Yeah.
It can be one where you get things going and it just kind of decides to meet, or it can decide to meet
Yeah.
the opposite effect, which it's unfortunate, but the name of the game.
Yep. Okay.
Winding down in the warm-up. All right, and here we go. Starting off the 5th rotation. For Cal Berkeley, we have Tucker. And then on Nebraska for vault, we have Nathan York. And then on high bar for Oklahoma, we have Brandon. Here we go, Nathan York on the bottom on vault. Beautiful vault.
Great vault.
Very nicely done.
Nebraska leading off very strong. Brandon on high bar. Brandon's been having a great season. He's really been locking in on high bar and honing in on his skills. Wow, another
there we
stick.
go. Another stuck. Another stuck dismount.
Oh, you're just killing it here. Doing their thing.
Yep. Wow. There we go. Yeah, there was no doubt in his mind that he was not going to stick that one. That was cold.
Yeah, wow. They're locked in.
They are locked in. They're ready. We got Luke James on the left for Nebraska on vault.
Here we go.
Very nicely
Very
done.
clean. Very clean.
I feel like that's kind of like the overall, mission of vault. You want to grab a stick or two always, but you just want to go for, you just want to see your teammate go up, land, take it one step, one hop, and that is just like, that's the job. Just a really nice clean vault, on your feet, minimal deduction. So that was a great job by Nathan and Luke.
Very clean. Starting off their momentum on vault.
Yep.
Got Arthur Ballon on high bar. Arthur's also one of those guys that has been honing in and getting a lot better and finally showing it on the competition floor. Great routine.
Oh yeah, huge triple back too.
Come on. Yeah.
Very nice vault by Alex Natashi. He was another athlete just this last weekend who was actually named to the senior national team as well at the Winter Cup competition. So great to see him already coming back after a hard week last week, and great credits. Senior national team is a really big feat. Then turn around and compete the next weekend is something else. So great vault by him.
Let's go, Smurd! Come on! Come on, Chase! You got it!
So it actually looks like first person up for Cal may have actually, I saw him on the ground, looked like he may have gotten hurt. So, and if they're not able to finish the routine, they're actually allowed to substitute someone else in. So it looks like their first routine that's gonna count for them is gonna be Mateo Cardona. Oh no, his score just came in at a 12.15. Next up is Tyler Shimizu on parallel bars for the Bears.
Tyler's also one of those guys I got to watch a lot growing up, and seeing him at Cal, he's gotten so much better and cleaner, just focusing on the small things, and good to see him out there.
Oh yeah, And you can tell when, a gymnast, especially on P-bars. P-bars is one of those events that if you don't pay, it's unfortunate, but, stuff like that happens, right? Just
Yeah.
the small details, the routine was so clean, and it's because you can tell an athlete actually has, put a lot of thought and effort into cleaning up those small details, and you can really tell. Yeah, super clean gymnast.
Yeah.
We got Nico on high bar.
Looking clean. Just added in that Coleman actually, so wow.
Very
Big
nice
set.
Routine. Big set.
Nico.
Yeah, adding in that Coleman, so that backflip with the full twist over the bar. It's a big step in an athlete's career.
Yeah.
It's a big step to go out on the competition floor and compete it. So kudos, and he did that so nicely.
Yeah, very, very good routine.
You have Theodore for the Bears on P-bars. Very nice beach. Very nice so far. Yeah, very clean.
Theodore has really nice gymnastics. Wow.
Oh, that's what you want. There you go.
That's it right there. He's having a day.
Yeah, he is. There's no better time and place to do it than, when you're having your home competition. When you have visitors come to you, you want to show out for the home crowd. So that's a great feeling.
Fuzzy here doing his high bar routine. First time back on high bar as well. Looks like he decided to do a Coleman today. Or he normally does the Coleman with the casino.
Yeah, some big releases. Yeah, there is that little bit of balance that you want to strike with, do you go for it? Do you not, based on the situation, right? You don't want to, you don't want to play it too safe. You want to do it, but that was, even though he didn't do his biggest release, that was still an amazing set, and that's still going to score really well.
Yeah.
Just kind of shows his scoring potential. That's not his hardest routine. It's kind of crazy to watch, We have Brendan Strom for the Bears on P-bars to finish things off.
It's a cool start.
Great start.
So this will be counting for...
This will be counting.
College score.
Okay.
Great
good thing
routine.
too. It was a nice, good thing too. It's a great set through and through. So
yeah, that's
I didn't quite see what happened.
Yeah, me neither. That's tough, going in like last minute like that. It's not having the mental preparation right before you go, but knowing that you got to go, it's time.
Yeah, you have to be ready.
Yeah.
Just because you always before when you used to compete 5-up, it was like you have your 6 man, right? Like you're kind of like the same with basketball. You're like, I'm the 6th guy, so but like you had to be ready, right? You never knew what was going to happen. Yeah, here we go. Great rotations from everyone so far. So Nathan York for Nebraska on the vault with a 13.95, followed with Luke with a 13.9, Alex with a 13.6, and Chase with a 14.0. And then the Bears on parallel bars, we have Mateo with a 12.15, Tyler Shimizu with a 12.5, Theodore with a 13.55, and Brendan Strom with a 13.15 to finish things off. And then on high bar, Brandon for OU had a 13.4, Arthur with a 13.3, Nico with a 12.8, and Fuzzy capped things off with a 12.45. I mean, overall, going into the last event, I think there's been some mistakes, from everyone just a little bit all over. OU's been kind of the standout, a little bit more consistent throughout. But regardless, I think it's been a lot of great big gymnastics through and through. And I've seen a lot of sticks so far. OU's got 13 according to my tracker. 13 sticks.
My.
Al has got 10. So they're on their heels, and 2 of those came from Paul, which is crazy. Crazy.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one to get. So
that's a very tough one to get.
They may get a bonus. Just
a little plus one.
a little plus one. And then Nebraska has 6. They got to see them. They got to come out on P-bars. They got to see a few more. It'll be a big difference for them.
Yeah, Nebraska had a good little climb here though in this 5th rotation.
Yes, they did. Yeah, it looks like, they really kind of capitalized on that last event on vaults. They, they were down initially before going into the rotation by 10 points, I believe. Now they brought it down within 6. So that's, coming back up, that's a point in routine. That's a really big swing. That's going to help them a lot in the end.
Yeah. Getting these warm-ups in. I remember I used to like finishing on vault. That was like, just like I feel like vault's one of like those events that you don't have as much pressure. You kind of just go and then you're done. That's so quick.
Yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, I wasn't a vaulter. I was a P-bar and high bar guy.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. The one event that I never wanted to start on was high bar, because then I would compete high bar, and then I'd have to wait 5 events to compete again. So that was my only preference. I'm like, I don't want to compete high bar first and then P-bars last. So I don't want to get warm and then have to cool down and all that. Yeah, that would make sense with vault though. You just empty the tank.
Just land on your feet. That's like going. Just land on your feet.
Put it down.
Yeah.
All right. So to kick things off on vault for Oklahoma is Colin Flores. On parallel bars for Nebraska is Nathan York. And to lead things off for Cal Berkeley Bears on high bar is Landon Wu. Colin up on vaults on the bottom. Wow.
And there it is.
There it is. At this point, I'm not surprised, right? I'm not surprised. All right, Nathan York on high bar. On parallel bars on the left side of the screen. Just the dismount. There we go.
Wow.
There's the stick. Great stuff.
There it is.
For Nebraska. That was exactly what they needed.
Yep.
Nathan York has really just kind of come out, and you can tell. Like, I wasn't his teammate, but you can kind of just tell, just watching him compete, the impacts he's kind of made on the Husker team.
we've got Arthur Balon. Vault.
Here we go.
Good vault, little side hop there. But a good vault, you know, land on your feet.
That's exactly what you were gonna say. You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah. I'm excited for this P-bar set here. Old teammate of mine, Joey Pape. He's been ridiculous on P-bars ever since we were little. He's always been ridiculous on P-bars. Just crazy.
Yeah, the things that he would do, you know, training with him, it was just some of the things just clicked and came so easily, you know. And if they didn't,
Yeah.
he was there for a while, just perfecting it. Like he's got some killer P-bars.
Yeah. He's a swinger. He can swing that P-bars.
Oh yeah. Beautiful peach half.
Beautiful. Oh yeah.
Yeah, look. Yeah, his lines, like, he just finishes everything, just boom, in handstand.
Yep. Yeah, shout out Travis Rayner. It's our coach.
Travis Rayner.
Growing up.
There you go,
Great
Joey.
job.
Very
That's
nice.
how you do it. Great routine.
Great routine from Joey. And then we have Carter Kim on high bar in the top right. Very nice Takachev.
Very good finish.
Very
Finish
good
when you
finisher
start.
routine. I didn't see the green flag on that one, so I don't think he got that one, but still good though.
Close. Very good.
Close. Yeah, Joey had a 13.95. That's a huge score. His execution score was a 9.45.
So
Means the
clean.
judges only found 5.5 tenths off that entire routine. That's incredible.
Wow, that was powerful.
Yeah. It was that was kind of the theme with all the OU vaults. They were huge, right?
Yeah.
Exactly what you wanted, just a little bit too much gas on those, but nonetheless, really great vaults from OU.
Yep.
Here we go. We have Yanni Chronopoulos for Nebraska on P-bars.
Solid work on P-bars.
And Yanni actually was an alternate for the Canadian team at the Olympics this past year. So, Yanni has some great potential as an athlete, and I wouldn't even say potential, he's really lived up to it. So,
Yeah.
it's really great to see him, and he's a great P-bar worker as well. He's just finishing up here. Good finish from Yanni.
Good routine.
Up next, we have Jackson Mitchell for the Bears on high bar. Man, that was, Ray, for me, that was the worst. When, you're ready, you're waiting to go on this, ready to go, and then the judges are still doing their scores, and you're just sitting there, jitters, and you're trying not to sweat your chalk off.
Yeah.
You're also trying to stay in the zone. I mean, for me, I got to that point where I was just like, I told myself that if I stood there, I'm standing there. I'm a statue. Here we go.
I remember my hands would always get sweaty. I had to go back to the chalk bucket, re-chalk up, you know.
Every time. Wow, straight to handstand. Big release from Jackson. Great routine so far. Pirouette straight into the one arm. That's got some cool flair to it.
Yeah.
Just the dismount.
Very clean.
Very nice. That was a huge routine from Jackson.
Yep.
And then we have Alex Natashi on P-bar for the Huskers.
Oh! Wow. Oh my gosh.
He stuck it.
That is crazy. That dismount alone. Forget the end of a routine. The dismount alone is so hard.
And not even to mention, it's the last event of a competition.
Yeah,
Right? You traveled all week. You traveled all week. You did all this preparation. You're the last routine, and then to stick that dismount, the double back with a full twist that was crazy. And also, why isn't that senior national team member?
Wow, yeah.
Because of stuff like that.
Jeez. Insane.
Right. And over to high bar for the Bears, we have Troy. Going to build off some of that momentum that Jackson just built.
Up next, for Cal, Troy Nebraska.
Jam. Back when I was doing gymnastics, like a jam was just like, it was okay for the first 2 years of school. Now I think back on it, I'm like, there'd be no way.
Yeah.
There'd be no way I can go back and my shoulders, there's no way. Unfortunate fall from Troy. It was looking really good up until then, but
Yeah. Name of the game,
yep.
Things happen.
Here we go. Yeah, and that's like kind of like what we're talking about. Yeah, talking about earlier. It's really hard. You're falling one really smooth, and a lot of the times you got one more to go, and so like trying to stay in it. So that's always really, really tough to do.
See him finish this up strong.
Ooh, definitely finishes it with an exclamation mark. The
That's how you finish.
triple back stuck dismount.
Wow.
I feel like there's been a lot more people. I've seen a lot more triple backs off the high bar.
Yeah.
This season, and I think it actually is a lot of part to kind of like the code changes that we mentioned at the very beginning of the competition. Of now, like every dismount is. You used to be awarded like a certain flat difficulty value for a dismount. If it was worth a D, you got 5/10. But now, what they've done is they've changed it. So the harder the dismount you've done, if you do a G value dismount, you get all the value for that category as a G. So that's why it's like really incentivizes some really big dismounts. I mean, triple back, it was never in my wheelhouse. That's
Yeah,
never
me
in my
neither.
wheelhouse.
Definitely not.
So last to go for Bears is Tyler Shimizu finishing things off.
Tyler anchoring off on high bar. They definitely need a strong anchor here. Finish this meet on a high note.
And here we go. Last one of the night. Tyler Shimizu. Very nice clean mount.
He's gonna do a roll.
Ooh, that was nice.
Very nice. Here go the releases. Here you go. He knows he has to fight here.
And there you go.
Pulls the stick. There it is.
I didn't want to say it out loud beforehand, but you know, the best way to finish off a competition is with a stuck.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I don't want to jinx it beforehand, but he did exactly what he should have done. That was perfect. Great way to finish that off. So yeah, scores are in. So for OU on vault, Colin with a 13.2, Arthur with a 13.25, Leo with a 13.9, and Fuzzy with a 13.7 for an event total of 54.05. Nebraska, Nathan York on P-bars with a 13.15, Joey with a 13.95, Yanni with a 13.05, and Alex with a 13.9. Wow, those are some big scores for a parallel bar rotation. And then for the Bears, Landon on high bar with a 12.5, Carter 11.5, Jackson with a 12.25, and Troy with a 10.15. And we're still waiting on Tyler's score to come in, but overall, great rotation, to finish off the meet here. I thought.
Yep.
I feel like it's, kind of hitting that midpoint of the season. Tyler's score just came in with a 12.7. The highest score for the Bears on the high bar. So great way to finish off the meet there.
Yep.
And then here are the event standings. So taking home the gold for Nebraska on floor is Chase Mondi. And then we have Matthew from Oklahoma in second, and then Fuzzy Menace from OU in third with a 13.85. And then on horse, we have a tied for first with Zach Nunez from Oklahoma with a 13.95, followed with Aiden Lee with 13.95, and then with third from Nebraska, Nathan York with a 13.75. And then on rings, we have Taj from Oklahoma taking home the event title with a 14.05. And then Oklahoma again, Francisco with a 13.85. And then followed by Nebraska's James Friedman with a 13.8.
On vault, we got the gold standard Carter Kim at Cal. In second, we got Theodore, also from Cal. Okay. In third, we got a tie, both from Cal. We got
Oh.
Jasper. We got Kaylin. Cal did they thing on
Wow.
vote.
I mean,
They did
not
their
surprised
thing.
after everything we saw. They deserve that one. That was an electric rotation for them.
Killed it. On P bars, we got my boy Joey Pate. We got him Nebraska. Number 2, we got Alex Natashi, Nebraska. Okay. In 3rd place, we got Matthew Burgoyne, Oklahoma. Great P bar scores. On high bar, we got Taylor from Nebraska. Okay. Number 2, we got Brandon, Oklahoma. And number 3, we got Arthur Ballon from Oklahoma. Great scores.
And your all-around winner is Theodore from California, Berkeley. And then follow with a tie from second is Fuzzy Bennis and Nathan York. So they don't have to necessarily compete all 6 events, but these are your top contributors from the competition for their team. So there's 4 events. This is where they've contributed. So these are your top contributors. And Theodore comes out on top with a 53.95. And your final standings for the night, in first place is your Oklahoma Sooners with a total of a 323.1. Followed not too far behind is your Nebraska Cornhuskers with a 317.1. And in third place, we have Cal Berkeley with a 308.5. Nebraska definitely kept... Okay. Well, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It was a great time with y'all. There's some great gymnastics on tonight. So thank you and see you next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys. Peace out.